The video will start in a few seconds, but as a reminder, remember, if you have a question, comment, or suggestion about this video, please follow the link below. Also note that you can post anonymously. Hello again, I'm Rodney Reynolds from 3DGameman.com and welcome to another video review. Today I'm looking at the BitFenix Prodigy Case. Now this is a pretty plain looking case box, but it does have a few pictures of the product on it as well as other features and specifications about it. Your typical case packaging material, styrofoam on either end, and the case itself is in a plastic bag as well. They include a quick installation guide. Now let me take this case out and let's have a closer look at it. This is a small form factor case, and with these handles it's perfect for LAN parties. It has this smooth touch surface treatment, very nice to the feel. Also, it comes in two different colors, white and black. There's lots of ventilation at the front. There's one 5¼ inch drive bay. Also at the top of the case, they include a removable dust filter. And note that you can install two optional 120mm fans at the top. Also at the front, all the way around, there's ventilation holes. And on the right side is the power button, reset button, hard drive activity LED, power LED, jacks for the mic and headphones, as well as two USB 3 ports. At the back of the case, they include one 120mm exhaust fan. Here's where the motherboard's I/O shield plate gets installed. They include two ventilated expansion slots. This is the power supply bracket. You can install a standard ATX power supply in this case, and note all the thumb screws on the side panels, the expansion slots, as well as the power supply bracket. This will make it so much easier for installation and removal. Inside of the case, they include a number of screws as well as a cable tie down. Now this case fits mini-ITX form factor motherboards, and as you can see, there isn't a tremendous amount of room on the inside to work, but there are compartments in here that can be removed if need be. Like for example, this top hard drive cage, which can be removed. All you need to do is pinch here at the top and at the bottom. Once you've done that, just slide it out. This will give you a lot more space on the inside. Now this is a small case, but you can install a lot of drives in it. As I mentioned previously, you can install one 5¼ inch drive bay at the top. Well, you can also install up to 5 3½ inch drives and or up to 9 2½ inch drives, and you can have a combination, of course, of 2½ inch drives and 3½ inch drives. To install a 2½ inch or 3½ inch drive, you'll first need to remove the drive tray. To install a 3½ inch drive, it's a toolless operation. Just kind of bend the tray this way, then insert the drive, and then slide the tray back in. To install a 2½ inch drive, use 4 screws mounted to the tray and put the tray right back in. Now I'm going to remove this top hard drive cage here for a moment to show you something. The bottom hard drive cage can actually be removed by taking out 6 screws, and they're at the bottom of the case. Now, why would you want to do this? Well, more space. And the good thing about it is, even with 2 of these drive bay cages removed, you can still install 2½ inch drives. There's a place at the bottom and more places to install 2½ inch drives here on the right side of the case. And note that they include a 120mm intake fan at the front of the case. However, you can install another 120mm fan for a total of 2 here at the front, or you can install a 140, 180, 200 or 230mm. Of course, those fans are optional. Now the power supply gets installed at the bottom, and you need to take that power supply bracket off at the back, install that on the power supply, and then slide the whole thing in. Note that they have 4 rubber feet for the power supply to lodge on. Now this is not a large case, but when it comes to packing all kinds of computer gear inside of it, it is extremely impressive. With this top hard drive cage removed, you can fit a video card that is up to 320mm in length. And note, if you want to do water cooling in this case, no problem. You can put a 240mm radiator at the top. Now this is where the mini-ITX motherboard gets installed, and note the cable management holes for organizing the cables. The bottom of the case is pretty much identical to the top of the case when it comes to this. At the top of the case we call them handles. At the bottom of the case, well, they're feet. Also at the bottom of the case is a removable power supply dust filter. Finally, have a listen to the stock cooling. I am so very impressed with this small form factor case. It is one of the very best small form factor cases that I have ever reviewed. I love the styling on it. I love the fact that it has two humongous strong handles at the top to carry it around. Perfect for a LAN party. It comes in a couple of different color options, white and black. I mean, the stuff you can fit inside of here is insane considering it is so small. Up to 9 2.5-inch drives, up to 5 3.5-inch drives, up to a 320mm long video card, a 240mm radiator. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. This is, without a doubt, a 100% kick-ass product. Until next time, take care.